Any more than 3 to 5 people, you're going to get people, you're going to get the same pieces of feedback all the time. And so I think this is just something that to keep in mind. Do it a couple times a year, and anytime you have a major redesign on the site, you want to also do some usability testing and make sure that the changes that you're making are friendly to your users. My second to last tip, I've added a little bonus tip because this tip is very quick and easy, and it's a major frustration I have when I'm talking to organizations about their websites. I very much urge you not to wait for a major redesign before fixing some of the major kind of key sources of frustration and confusion with your site. If you know that there is content that is out of date or that is misleading and confusing for people, if you know that it's hard to find your calls to action, if you know that the navigation isn't working for you, you should fix those issues before you wait for the major redesign of your site. And a good tip is to partner with students at a local college or a local university who are doing web design. You can get them, either free or you can even get a web developer for an hour or two for very cheap to fix some of those major frustrations. And don't wait until everything needs an overhaul before you get to them. Your site is too important of a communications tool to ignore it for 2 to 3 or 4 years, or how often you redesign it. So my bonus tip, because that last tip was so simple and easy to understand, is to integrate. That I think that we need to do a better job as organizations of integrating our offline and our online communications. We have to consider our website and increasingly our social media as an integral part of our communications planning, and to think about our messaging on all of those media when we go out and do a communications initiatives. So don't forget your website when you're planning your communications. Don't forget all of the different ways that you need to connect the dots with your communications. And it goes beyond graphics, which is what I mentioned at the beginning, but you really need to have your website be part of the overall planning every year for your communications. So I hope you found those tips useful. Now I'll open it up, I guess, to questions that you may have, and I've put my contact information there as well. I'm happy to take questions by email if you think of something later.
Thank you very, very much. Wow, what a chock full of fantastic information presentation that was. I learned an enormous amount. The only thing I find difficult when I do these webinars is that I see all the errors in my website. But I think that one of the things I really got from your presentation is that I can do some basic things gradually at first and over a period of time that'll really be very helpful, and also that there's a lot of tools out there that I can access, like Google Analytics, that are really going to help me measure and actually see the number of people that are visiting my website, and I think that's really, really important. So thank you very much.